Hey guys, welcome back to Clubhouse Kids. So on my channel, I have been doing a series on daycare tax deductions. And so we are going to continue that and talk about daycare supplies today. Now, daycare supplies is a huge category that you can take a deduction on in your home daycares. But daycare supplies encompasses so many things. And so I like to separate my daycare receipts from my household receipts as much as possible, because it does make especially this category a lot easier at the end of the year when you're adding everything up, or if you're really good, if you're adding things up monthly. I try to, at the end of every month, combine all my receipts together, get it all into the right category, but sometimes some months can go by, and then this is the category that I probably spend the most time in, because I'm constantly trying to separate my household stuff out of it from away from my daycare supplies. So some of the stuff you are going to combine together. It's just there's just no other way to do it unless you want to go buy toilet paper for your daycare and toilet paper for your household. I find it easier. Sometimes you just buy one big bulk of it at Costco. Daycare kids use it and your household uses it. And that is a lot of things in this category. That's going to be your paper towels, anything paper products in your bathroom, all paper products in the kitchen. Basically going to be so many items. This video would be way too long if I went over every single item that you can deduct in the household supplies area. Now on the Red Leaf Press calendar keeper, there is a category for supplies and a category for household. I don't do the household category. I put everything into my supplies. And since I do try to separate most of my household from my daycare receipts, there are a few things that I just cannot separate. And so I have a little list here, and these are the items that I do not separate. But instead, when I buy for either my household or daycare, it always goes into the daycare receipt book. So that would be, for me, cleaning supplies. So I buy in bulk cleaning supplies, toilet paper, laundry soap, dish soap, trash liners, Ziploc bags, Kleenex, and batteries. So those are kind of my main things that I do not separate from the daycare, but everything else I do try to separate from household to daycare. So how do I do this if I do not separate it? Basically, I keep all receipts of any of those products that I buy. It gets put into my daycare receipt envelopes. But then what I have done is I have taken an average use for my daycare. So this works if you have done daycare for a very long time like me. So I have a bathroom in my daycare area, and basically I put a brand new roll of toilet paper in there, and then just kind of watched how long it took for the daycare children to use that toilet paper. Now, sometimes my family members do use that bathroom, not a lot. It is usually probably 95% of the time just daycare bathroom. But if my boys are in that area, they will run in that bathroom and use that bathroom too. But for the most part, that is my daycare bathroom. So I kind of kept tally for a whole month on a lot of this type of stuff. Then it came to about, I was changing that toilet paper about one time a week. And so then at the end of the year, I can divide how much each roll of toilet paper was, and then you know how many weeks you were open throughout the year from all the other categories you're working on. And I can just take that price times how many weeks I was open, and then that gives me how much of a deduction I can take on toilet paper. Now, I know this sounds insane and this can be a lot of work, but basically that's what I did for that type of stuff. I just took a bunch of tallies. For diapers, I just checked for one whole month how many diapers I was using in my daycare. And so then I got an average of how many I used during a week. And then I can multiply that by how many weeks I'm open. Same thing with wipes. I found I'm going between about 2 packages of wipes a week. So I multiply how many weeks I'm open times 2 times the price of, the wipes. So for me, it was $1.61 a package for wipes, and I multiply that by $1.61 and get how many my deduction for wipes is, and so on through most of those categories. And those are just the stuff that I mentioned before: my laundry soap, my cleaning products, my paper products, stuff like that. Now, for other supplies in my daycare, in August, I buy a bulk, huge amount of daycare supplies. That's going to be all of our crayons, paint, markers, construction paper, all of our craft stuff, a lot of any new mats I need. August is like my time that I spend a lot of money for my daycare. If I need any new cots, if I need a new table, if I need any like larger purchased items, it is August that I make that purchase. Especially those school supplies, if you're buying markers, Clorox wipes. I go through so many Clorox wipes. I will buy those in bulk for the daycare at that time. Especially crayons, markers, like it is so much cheaper to buy them when the school supplies are out than to buy them like, let's say this month, March, where you're gonna be spending almost $2 for a box of crayons compared to 25 cents in August. So the difference is huge. And so on those days, I usually spend about 2 days shopping in August, going to the store and going on Amazon, and I buy a bulk amount. Those receipts are 100% daycare related, daycare supplies that I need. Now, if I do run out throughout the year, I will purchase again, and then just know that I need to buy a little bit more for the following August. And for the most part, after 14 years of doing this, I have this pretty much down that I'm not usually buying too much outside of that August, except for the paper products and stuff that you're purchasing throughout the whole year. Now, if you wanted to, you could try to buy it all in 1 month for the month of August for the whole year. That might be just, if you have the storage space for that, that might be kind of a nice idea. But I do find it just simpler to write out how much those are. So let me give you another example, like the trash liners. I know that I go through 2 trash liners a day in my daycare. So I would take 2 times 5, so about 10 trash liners a week if I'm open the full week. So a trash liner costs about 20 cents. So I would take 20 cents times 10, take that $2 times how many weeks I was open. The other way you can do it is if you are not separating anything and basically your daycare kids are using your household items all the time, just save absolutely every single receipt that you use, that you spend on those household products, and then add it up at the end of the year, multiply it by your time space percent, and that will give you your supplies deduction. I find that one just a little bit harder, just because when I go shopping, usually if I'm going to get those household type of supplies, the toilet paper, the paper towels, stuff like that, it's usually when I'm grocery shopping. So all my groceries are always on those receipts as well. And so to get a highlighter and highlight just the supplies and go through all those receipts, that takes me way longer. Just kind of telling what I'm using for a month. That has worked a lot easier for me. Okay, so I think that is all I have on daycare supplies. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in my next video where we will talk about another category that you can use for deductions in your home daycare. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.